Hi everybody, my name is Rhys Barber. I'm the audiologist here at Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching our video today. If you've never come across one of our videos before, or if you haven't looked at the channel before, what we do here is post earwax removal videos. We post new ones every Tuesday and every Friday. So if you have any questions about the video that you go out to watch, then pop them into the comment section below, and that way then the most popular questions we can answer at the end of the week. So enjoy the video, and I shall see you at the end. Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching our earwax removal compilation video today. You can see that this patient has some very dry earwax, quite a narrow ear canal as well here. So because it is quite dry and it's quite a narrow canal, we're going to use the crocodile forceps just to see if we can get a grip on this and try and take it out in one piece if possible. There you can see that it was quite a dry section of wax there. Got a little bit of dry skin at the entrance to the canal. So we're just going to use the Jobson horn to take this away. Sometimes if we use suction with this, it just kind of flicks around in the end of the suction, doesn't really take it away very well. So we can see just a little bit of dry skin around the outer edges here as well. So we're just going to gently take some of that away. There we go. Now, when we take a look at the eardrum, what you will see, there are some little bubbles to the bottom left-hand corner. There you go. So that would indicate to me there was probably a little bit of middle ear fluid here as well. You'll just see some bubbles adhering to the back of the eardrum that you can see through the middle ear space. So this is the same patient, but the other ear. So we can see we've got some dry wax on this side as well. So we're just going to use the standard size Zollner tube here. Just to lift some of this wax away. Looking at quite narrow ear canals here. Middle ear fluid is quite common around these kind of winter months when it's colder. You do get a little bit of a build-up of fluid behind the eardrum. You'd experience a little bit of reduced hearing, but not really much else really. So we can see we're just starting to get a good grip on this now. It's on its way out. Oh, got a bit stuck on the outside edge. Let's see where how narrow the entrance to that canal is. You know, a little bit of skin and wax. And take a look at that. A couple of bubbles there to the right hand side on this one. So but other than that, looks quite healthy. So this is what we removed in both sides. So not tremendous amounts, but when you look at it in relation to the size of the ear canal itself. So this is the second patient in the compilation. You can see they've been using some hydrogen peroxide here because you can see we've got some bubbles in the canal there where it's been bubbling through some of this wax. Got a dark nugget of wax in there as well. So we're going to use a bit of suction on this patient. So this is the standard size Zollner tube, just to take this larger piece away first. So just waiting for that to get a good grip. You can see it's just trying to find the right spots. There we are, to start taking larger chunks of this away. Just sticking with the standard size Zollner tube a minute. Taking away some of that excess, get a peroxide solution. Lots of people ask in the comments about hydrogen peroxide. It can be effective for some people. They sell it, and there's lots of branded bits and pieces over here in the UK. They sell it as. What we tend to find with a lot of the wax is it's quite aggressive, so it does tend to really liquefy the wax. You can see we've got some fibers here, so I don't think this part here is wax. I think this section is actually a part of cotton wool. So you don't, although you see hairs in wax, you don't tend to see these kind of very fibrous material. And as we suction it, you can see we're just starting to get some of these fibers loosening out look from it. Now with cotton wool, if it's been in there a long time, it'll harden up, kind of almost mummify if you like. And what we're doing at the moment is breaking this away. So we can see it's just starting to move. It's quite lodged really deep, so this looks like Q-tip use. There's a couple of little spores here as well, so I think this is lots going on this here. I think we've got a piece of cotton wool that's been stuck in here. We've used some peroxide to loosen it. I think there's also a bit of a fungal infection just starting in here as well. So we need to get this out. You can see we're just trying to turn it. Now we've turned it, you can start to see a little bit more of the fibers coming away. You can start to see the whiter colour to the cotton wool behind as well. So we're going to use the crocodile forceps just to get a good grip on these fibers because we've loosened them up. And there we are. So that was the end of a cotton wool ball. So you can see that this would have made you more prone to things like infection. You can see it's trapped all this kind of dead skin and stuff behind it. So we're just going to take some of that away, just the larger sections. By removing that, we're going to allow the natural skin migrations to take place in the ear canal again. So not too necessary to remove all of this, as you know, it's much more comfortable for the patient to let it repair itself rather than just take it all away. But we'll just take some of the larger pieces off. The canal wall itself looks nice and healthy. There's no kind of issues there. We may well have caught that fungal infection early enough not for it to cause too much trouble. But there you can see the larger piece is the cotton wool, and the smaller piece there is the darker earwax that was on the outside edge of it. Okay, so this is our final patient in this compilation. So we've got some very soft earwax here on the outer part of the ear canal. Just going to use the standard size ulnar tube again, just suctioning away some of this looser, wetter wax at the entrance. You can see we've got a harder piece there we've managed to take away as well. It's not uncommon to get sort of softer wax on the outer part of the ear canal. A lot of people will use things like olive oil before they come in. It's not necessary when you're carried out suction. If you're having things like irrigation, then you want to make that wax nice and soft. But with suction, it doesn't matter if it's slightly harder. But softening drops like olive oil and things like that will only work on what it comes into contact with. So a lot of the time, the entrance to the canal, the front end of the wax will look very soft because it's come into contact with those softening drops. But obviously, it hasn't got to the pieces further in there. So we can see we've got an angular piece of wax here, slightly harder. So we're just using the crocodile forceps now just to take that piece away. You can see just how long that piece of wax was. There's a little bit more in there, so we just need to remove that as well. Okay, so we can see the eardrum now. We've got a piece of thin piece of wax really stuck to the canal wall, the left hand side here. So we're just lifting a bit of dry skin now at the entrance to the canal. This piece of wax that we're looking to try and remove now, you can see it there. Obviously, it's not going to cause any problems for the patient because they'll still be able to hear perfectly well with that in there because it's not blocking the canal. But it'd be nice if we could get that piece away. Here we are. There you go. So that thin plate of wax is gone. So let's take a good look at the eardrum. Here we are. Looks absolutely perfect. Nice light reflex. All looks good. So this is the same patient but the second ear now, so we can see we've got another angular piece of wax in here, not completely blocking the ear canal but worth removing because this patient's going to be back before long to get it taken away otherwise. So just getting some of the softer pieces of wax at the entrance here. There we are, we just got a grip on it and brought that wax forwards. So just working this out of the ear canal. You can see the entrance to this canal is quite narrow. So just trying to find a good grip on the wax, and then we're going to have to wiggle this up and down a little bit to get it out of the canal entrance. Because obviously the ear canal further in is much wider, so we've got a wider piece of wax trying to get out of a small entrance. So just going to use the crocodile forceps just to get a grip on this. See if we can get a good enough grip, see if it's hard enough for us to remove. You can see it's just starting to crumble a little bit underneath the forceps. So we're going to opt to use the Jobson horn instead. There we are, just working its way out. You can see how hard that is, trying to push the Jobson horn into it. And just tidy up the entrance to the canal now, a little bit of broken away. There we are, there's the eardrum on that side as well. You can see it looks nice and healthy. So this is what we removed from this patient. You can see quite thin, hard, darker, drier wax there. But yeah, about 3.5 centimeters there. Thank you very much for watching our video today. If you did enjoy the video, then please like. If you're not subscribed already or you'd like to do so, you can click the subscribe button here. If you'd like to check out some more of our videos, they're also up there. Now, if you want to follow us, you can do on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also check our website if you want to know a little bit more about us. As always, guys, until the next time, take care.